Hey everybody, Doug here. Thanks for joining me. We're doing another episode of the Seventh Continent, where we're on episode, I think this will be number 6 now. I filmed a bunch of them back to back, so please bear with me if I made any mistakes. I will not be able to correct them in the last couple of episodes because I've been doing a lot of filming simultaneously to get ahead of my schedule. The one thing I do want to talk about is these states. I have 2 frightened cards. Now, it says that you replace it with a state you just previously had, but that's the only state she's had, so I'm not sure what to do with it. All the 103 cards are frightened cards, so I'm assuming she actually only has 1. And even though she has 2 such cards in hand, that would be really the only correction I can make, but that I'm aware of. But I don't know, I can't to determine how that works. I'm going to have to look on some of the forums, maybe at BGG or something, because as I read it, it says to replace it with one that you previously had or something, you know. But all the 103s are the same state, so I'm not sure what to do there. Anyway, it's all okay. Worst case scenario is we're going to lose anyway, so it won't matter too much. I don't have many cards left. Okay, so let's just get right into it. We're going to try and cross this big gap of water. It's just crazy. We'll see if we can do it because we can't use the submarine. Now, I think if I go back and try and mess with that body again, that might help. I'm not sure though. I'm just not sure. I think I can go back and mess with the body and pull it out of the deck and see. I don't know. But we're going to try and go this way, and it's probably going to cost us the game, but that's okay because we're going to give it a shot. Besides, I don't want to ruin everything for you, so if we don't complete the story, at least you got a good taste of the game, and it'll be a lot of fun. So we're going to try and do this, and we're going to get started right now. Now, it says, swimming away will certainly not be easy. On the other hand, if you stay here for more than a few days, you will likely die. That is true, because this is our counter right here. Okay, so we're going to have to make this trip together. We're going to dive in the water. Now, we have an advantage because we have, where is it? We have the raft. We do, which is going to give us 2 immediate successes. Now, we need 11. We have to draw 7 cards. Okay, now you see this here. I don't know how this works. This flag says +5. I got to look and see how that works. It gives me a bonus of some kind, I think. If I succeed on that, I got to look at what those flags do again. Those are really confusing. Now, someone explained to me the one on this card, but they all seem to do something a little bit different. It says you may add together the number associated with the pictograph in this banner and the number of the card you are to take. So if we do cross that, we're gonna, and I had 2 banners with that thingy majigger in it, I would see like this, I would then add 5 to that, but it doesn't affect our roll, unfortunately. So we're gonna have effectively 2 bonus deals here to cover this, and we're gonna have to draw 7+ cards to get 11. I think we can do it with 7 cards. It's very likely. I don't have any other way to gain any other bonuses. I suppose I can do this think one first. Randomly take up to 7 cards from the action deck. You may add 1 card to your hand, and you must shuffle the other cards back into the action deck and or discard pile. You choose for each. Discard this. So remember, randomly take up to 7 cards from the action deck. You may add 1 card to your hand and must shuffle the other cards back. Okay, well, let's do that first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Because we're going to get to add the majority of them back, but this one is going to get discarded. So we're thinking right now before we go out there. Let's see what we get. If I can get something that helps. Well, there's a curse, that's going back. The splint is going back. That's going to go back. Okay, remember, that's not going to help us. That's not going to help us. I mean, the paddle could help us if we can build it. But that's specifically that's Mary Kingsley's paddle. She's already got 3 cards. She'd have to give up something. She could give up the woven basket. It's not that helpful. I think this may be the one we keep. And then Lucky Stars, you may discard this during an action you're involved in order to apply the following effects. See, -2 cards right now aren't going to help us actually. So this isn't going to help us either right now. So I think, I don't know what to take here. I could take first aid. Remember, leadership. I think we will take the paddle. It's just not going to help us very much. Okay, and then the rest of these are going to get shuffled back in to the action deck. And we're going to discard the woven basket because we can't have that many items. And then we're going to use the raft So the paddle is in our hand. We haven't built it. I can build it there because it's got wood. It would only then require, actually it might as well, she's got all her dice, so I'd have to combine it with something else, which would limit maybe the bow or the staff, I don't know. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. Okay, let me go. I am discarding the woven basket. Okay, and then it requires 3 cards, but remember the graves give us wood, so 3 wood to be exact. So that gives us -3. So we're going to build this. What I'm going to do is take the walking stick, which has 3 left on it. Could combine the 2 together. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. I guess like that. And we'll just put this now up to 6, and that'll give us 6 uses of the 2 combined instead of just 3 on the walking stick. So 3 and 3. That's fair. And then we're not going to use it right now, the paddle. And see, we could use both of the paddle and, well, no, the paddle to reduce our cost of energy, but we really can't because we need the cards to get it. We're only getting 2 from the raft. By the way, we're going to reduce the raft to 3, and I think that's really all we can do with it. So let's mosey on. Okay, so let's draw a card, see if we can make it. The strong current carries you far to the north. Each character takes a 102 card unless at least one character used a card with the keyword craft. We did actually use the raft from their inventory. Return all the cards on the board, and in the past, return all the cards on the board, and in the past put a 43 card into play. Wow, we're going to definitely go to a different place. Interesting. Okay, we'll at least get to see what that looks like. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're not going to draw anymore because I'm hoping to try and find something to get some back in here. Let's see if we succeeded. There's 1, 2. That doesn't look good. So there's 2 successes. 3, 4, 5 successes. 6, 7 successes. 8 successes. Is that it? Because that's going to leave me 1 short. Oh no! No! Can't happen. Okay, 1, 2. There's 2. Let's get these in the camera so you can see it. 2 right there. Okay. Then we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're missing 2. We're down by 2 actually. It's too late. I lost it. So we lost by 2. We did not succeed. Wow. Okay. Despite all your efforts, the strong current forcefully sweeps you back to the islet. Each character takes a 101 card. Return all the cards on the board, and in the past put a 009 card into play. Each player places their figure onto it. Okay, so we're going to follow this through. We're going to see what happens, even though we're about done. I need a 101 card for each character. Let's see. I think they're probably the same. I would imagine they are. Okay. Oh, this is so bad, guys. Okay, I think that's it. I think we just lost. You are feeling incredibly drowsy and are struggling to stay awake. You cannot wait to find a safe place, comfortable place to rest. Okay, it doesn't have that, so we don't have to we're going to each take one of these, which means we have now 2 states. If we take another state card, oh wait, hers screws us over. Her tired actually does require, so that would require 3 more cards from this deck. 1, 2, 3, because she's got 3. Leaves us with 3 cards left total. There, and that's what they are. I'm just going to discard them. So we're full up on cards right now. Well, we're not actually. Oh, that doesn't matter. That's a discard. Okay, and we're in trouble. All right, well, I'm going to, it says, okay, just to be clear, it says, okay, we took the 101 card, then it says return all the cards on the board and in the past, put a 009 card into play. Okay, well, all right, guys, so this seemed like a really good place to break the game for now, stop the game for now, because the end result was that I only had a few cards left, and I just glanced through the deck because I said, I'm going to call it here. You guys have seen everything I can show you because I'm about to lose the game anyway. So I think, so here's the goods and the bads of this. I think that the game is fantastic. Learning the game with you guys, there's always some rough spots when I do that, but I think overall it turned out okay. You got to learn a lot about the game. There's a lot of great commentary and feedback. The game's really cool, but I was going to lose. I mean, I was going to lose. I had 3 cards left. And when I decided to call it, I looked through the deck, and in the very first draw, I would have gotten a curse card and lost. So that would have been all over. And so what I want to say is, I mean, we explored a bit of the island, but not so much that I ruined the experience for you, even though you'll have some spoilers if you play it yourself or get a copy of it. But that way you can continue on and complete that first curse without it being completely obliterated and knowing the entire story. And that's kind of cool, I think. So I think that worked out pretty well. So I ended it right there. Basically, it started us completely over with new fog of war, like we just lost our memory and everything. It wasn't cool, but it is what it is. And so we had to get a do-over, restart, and we didn't have enough cards to do that with. So lessons learned for next playthrough, that element kind of reminds me of Time Stories, where you play through it more than once, like Groundhog Day style, but in this case, that's not your intent. So that's interesting. I don't think it's an intended mechanic, but it works. It's fine. So next time, I think, I have so many games I want to bring back to the table. This is definitely going to be one of them. And I'd really like to do that and see this come back and maybe finish this scenario after a while, after some people have played it, and it won't be as spoilery as before. So we're going to cut it here, guys. That's going to be the end of this play session. Please leave me comments and feedback. I do think the game is really neat, man. And I do want to next time add in things like this facing the elements and the fear of the devourer, or maybe not both, but add in some additional elements to the game. Give us some cool stuff that we have to do or check into. It'd be really neat, and continue to expand the storyline. So that said, we're going to call it a day, guys. And if you have been keeping up on my contest, I've called it done. And the people who didn't respond to me, I'm going to reissue those prizes to other people. I didn't hear from a couple folks. You know who you are, because you didn't send anything to me. If you did, then we probably chatted and corresponded. And I did let you know that the games were on the way. So that was for my giveaway. But, again, if I didn't hear from you, I wasn't going to wait weeks and weeks just to see if you were going to come back and say, yeah, send it to me. So I am reissuing those to other people. And that's the way it's going to go. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate you watching. I appreciate all the subscriptions, all the likes, all the shares, all the comments. Just really cool stuff. And I hope to see you soon. I got some new things planned. I'm really beefing some stuff up and putting together some really cool plans. I keep saying that, and sometimes they come to fruition and sometimes they don't. But this time, I have a big plan in mind that's definitely going to come to fruition. I've been working hard on it behind the scenes. So we will see. But guys, thanks. I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.